Hey, this is Trissa from Sewing and Things, and in this video we are sewing the slant pocket for the Grady Sew Along.
For the slant pocket, you are going to need your two front pieces, your two pocket bags in a lining fabric, your main pocket facing, and your inside pocket facing. We are going to start off by cutting out the slant on our pocket lining. You can either do it separate, making sure they're mirrored images, or you can make your pocket bags right sides together and cut them out at the same time. Now take your pocket facings and we are going to finish the edges. On your main pocket facing, you are going to be finishing the straight edge, and this is going to be the edge that does not have the notch on it, in addition to the bottom edge. And then we're going to be finishing the straight edge on your inside pocket facings. So go ahead and finish those with either a serger or a zigzag stitch, something that will keep it from fraying, and then we'll come back. With your pocket facings finished, we're going to take our lining, wrong side facing up, and we're going to line up our facing to the edge of our pocket bags, and then the slanted side on the other side. And so we are going to be basting along the raw edges and then sewing a regular stitch on the finished edges. So we'll do that on both of our main facings, and then we're going to edge stitch along the inside pocket facing, which basically just means to sew a stitch 1/8 of an inch along the edges. So go ahead and do that for both of your pocket bags, and then we'll come back. With the pocket facing sewn on, we are now going to sew our pocket bag using a French seam. So take one of your pockets with right sides together, and we're going to sew along this curved edge using a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. So go ahead and do that on both of your pocket bags, and then we'll come back. With both of our pocket bags sewn at a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance along the curved edge, we are now going to trim our seam allowance in half. And then flip your pocket bag right sides facing out. And now we are going to stitch again with a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance along the bottom curve. Be sure to back tack at the end. And go ahead and do that with both of your pocket bags, and then we'll come back. With our pocket bag sewn, we are now going to sew our pockets to our shorts. So take your shorts front, right sides facing up, and match up the pocket that corresponds to the pocket opening. You are going to flip the pocket facing out of the way and match up the slant of the pocket bag with the slant of your shorts, and sew along this edge with a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. So go ahead and do that on both of your front pieces, and then we'll come back. With your pocket bag sewn on, we are now going to flip the pocket to the wrong side of the shorts, and we're going to give this a nice press along this edge, making sure that your lining is not showing through, and then we're going to top stitch along this edge with a 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. So go ahead and do that with both of your pockets, and then we'll come back. Once your pocket has been top stitched, you are going to want to adjust your pocket so that the edges match up. Then you're also going to want to make sure that this top edge here either matches up to your pattern piece or that your notches are lining up. This is very important as it affects the side seam length and the waist width. Once that is all lined up properly, you are going to go ahead and baste along this top edge and along this side of both of your pattern pieces. So go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back. Once your pockets have been basted, Your slant pockets are complete, and that's it for today.
To stay up to date on the latest videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel, or you can check out my blog at sewingandthings.com.